Panther Creek State Park, Morristown, Tennessee. We're going to do something a lot different today, but the same. We're doing Trout Lily Trail, but we're going to do the part I don't like doing. We're going to do it clockwise. The high side above the lake and see what it's like. And it is, let's get it out. Let's get all the specs out. That way I'm not lying about nothing. I don't like lying. It's Tuesday, March 19th. It's about 11:45 in the morning. If you've watched the previous video of a week ago, it's over a week ago, we went down this part of the trail already. I think I've been this way 1, 2, 3 times. Never liked it. Once by myself, once with the ranger, then with the group with the ranger, and it just, I've never liked this part of the trail. Spider web already, so you know weather's good. The spiders are out putting webs up. You know it's good. It's nice. Right down there is the other part of the loop coming back. A little concerned about this. Boy, a lot of uproots since the last time I was here. Let's do a little spin about and look. We get it right. That tree wasn't busted off last time I was here. That tree down there wasn't loopy-doopy on the ground. This one wasn't down. This one wasn't down. This one wasn't down. But you know, it's been like a year since I was here last, or longer. Now that one has always been there. I can remember. I had to kick that one 3 times. This part of the trail, instead of working your way down to around the edge of the lake, this works its way around above the lake. All the trails here for bikes are nice. There's an occasional natural jump or something. Okay. There's a trail right there. You can see it. That's the farm road that we could have went up. Wow, picked my feet up. That caught my left big toe. No, I didn't look to see what it was. I just know I was wrong. Not picking my feet up, watching where I'm walking. Okay. They have little connectors. They're not on the maps, okay? This is a connector over to the farm road. Now we should be moving more towards the lakeside of the ridge. We should be able to see the Trout Lily Bridge from here with everything still semi-dormant. And all the bushes and trees are de-leafed for the season still. The ones that will de-leaf. Nice trail. It's nicer than I remember, okay? Now, the first time I was on this trail, I did not like this at all. Whenever I was on it with Ranger Humble, I didn't like it that much either. I enjoyed being with her and seeing some of the flowers. Then was on it with the Ranger, first hike of the year thing a couple years ago. I didn't like it then either. There was just too many of us. Yeah, just as I thought. Just as I thought. Over in there, you can just see it. There's a bunch of logs laying down. The trail goes down and around and down. I wondered if you could see that, how close we were to each other. And if you look right down in there, you can see the trail. That tells you that the trail looping never gets that far away from each other. Yes, not a problem.
I appreciate it. You have a good day.
You too. I thought you was a deer at first.
I see the nut back there, right there, coming over the hill back there. I was fighting with him.
It's easier for me to get out of their way. They're supposed to get out of my way, but it's just easier for me. I've never met a rude mountain biker. It's just so easy to work together. So we both have a wonderful experience out here. Now let's do a little 360. If you run down this way, you hit that trail. The other part of the loop. There's a squirrely whirly over in there. And that rider said he'd seen a deer, so that's good. There's not that many people here during the week. It's like anything, everybody's at work, or like me, retired. I can hike anytime. It's easier for me to hike during the week. Hike, walk. Walk, 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 walk. W-A-L-K, not W-O-K. But a W-O-K is okay to cook with. I have one. Yeah, this trail is impressing me today. It may come off the I don't like list and be put on the I like it list. A little bit about the first visit here is during the summer, wasn't any breeze. It was extremely hot up here, but not down along the lake. You're by the water, of course, figure that. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Because we're just above the lake. Trail's just below us. Now this is a historical marker, property marker, 11-1 United States TVA. What's that? Tennessee Water Authority, I think. TWA. I'd say TCA, TWA. No, not Trans World Airline. Okay. If you look right there, see that yellow rock area? Right at the very bottom of it. That's the Trout Lily Bridge. Yeah, you don't want to fall. You don't want to slip and slide down that hill. It's not good for you. Okay, if you look right in there, we're basically directly above the Trout Lily Bridge. Excuse me. I'm thinking right here, we're at the highest point on this trail. Let's do a little bit of a 360. See, we're not very far from the ridge line. So let's pull the 15 out. I'm recording on the 12. We're at 1,190 feet elevation. Just so you know. Now, I'm going to say this about this trail, this part of it anyway, since you're on the higher section of this hill. You slip and fall, you're going to crash. If you get free of that, you're going to keep on going, you're going to crash, you're going to end up way down there. The similarities between this right here and the Smokies are very good. Cumberland Gap National Historic Park, there's trail areas just like this. You slip and fall, you're going to go several hundred feet, if not hundreds of feet. If you don't hit anything, and if you're dressed in your camo, they ain't never going to find you. That's what I think has happened. This is just me personally. That is what I think has happened with some of the people that are missing in the Smokies, is they fell off a trail edge and went down into the timbers. Never going to find them. William, Smoky Mountain hiker, and I, we basically spend most of our time on the trails by ourselves. We're lone hikers, walkers. Occasionally we are with groups. When you're with groups, you designate somebody as the tail person, and you designate somebody as the head person. Now, if William and I get together to hike this year, or I'm hoping to, we'll be together, so we're both the heads and tails together, but there's not more than two, so we'll stay inside of each other. Usually whenever I hike here with a group, I try to be the follow person. Since I'm in orange, the ranger lead person can always look back, and if they see me, they know there's no one behind me. You know, I think this is higher than what we had before. Once we get up here a ways, I'll do another altimeter read. Yeah, we're getting up close to the top of the ridge here. Also, going back to first time I was on this trail, I was not aware that this park doesn't have bear. So I was concerned about that. Yeah, we're going up to the top of the ridge now. So we're gaining at least another 20 foot elevation, maybe more. We were 1,190, is that correct? We'll get up here, we did another read. Carry a map. Carry a map. Always carry a map. They have them at the info center. The little kiosk to your right as you pull up to the visitor center. You can download one from the internet. I think we're at the highest now. Because you can see the trail starting to go down. And the trail is still coming up to this point. So this is a good guess. $1,240. We came up another 50 feet. And I suppose if we could wander over that way a little bit, we could probably look over the edge and see the trail on that side of the ridge line. Going the other way, it's about a 20-minute walk from your vehicle to the Trout Lily Bridge, and we've already put 23 minutes in plus another 10, so we're at least 30 minutes into this walk, and we aren't even near the Trout Lily Bridge other than we were above it. Just some little bits of information. If you just want to go to the Trout Lily Bridge and see the Trout lilies and the trilliums and the twin leaves, take the right-hand turn at the sign, not the left. First time, I'm going to rehash a little bit. First time it was hot and didn't know that there were no bears at this park. And it was grown up, and you was like just walking down a hallway, and you just knew you turned the corner, you're going to meet Mama Bear and her cubs, and you're going to be the happy meal for them today. And now that I know different. It descends pretty good. That means it goes up fairly quickly if you go counterclockwise. I'm looking for an improvement at the Trout Lily Bridge over, what, 10 days ago? Something like that. I'm sure it's been more than 7 days, at least like 10. Yeah. Part of the Pioneer Trail, Pioneer Old Farm Road Trail. So we are just about coming all the way down off the ridge. we're just about done with this part. We'll be down by the lake very quickly. Let's do a little stop. Let's look around us. A little bit. We'll come around. There's a home site right over there. We're going to go down and around to there. That's the rest of the trout lily out to the lake. Yep, you can see the Trout Lily Trail going. We'll be there shortly. There's the junction right down there with the signage. Looks like they put new signage up there too. That's good. And it's still too early for squall root. Apparently, I'm not seeing any. And we're just about to the sign. Okay. Trout Lily Trail goes that way or that way. This is a connector to get you up here to take you over to Pioneer Trail. There's some daffodils right there. Let's all go on down to the lake and see what we can see. Mayapple are down here. See, there's a foundation corner right there from a house. People lived here, farmed, raised animals, livestock. This became a park in 1963. I was either 12 or 13. It depends upon the day that it became a park. Since my birthday is the 17th of October. It may be became a park while I was still 12. Yeah, I'm 73 now. So that's like 50 years ago. 60? 50, yeah, 50. 60. 60 years ago, yeah. And I've been here the last 5. This is a nice walking trail. We're going to get into some rocks down by the lake, but They're not so bad. If we don't see deer this time, this would be the second time we've been here without seeing deer. We normally see deer 66.66% of the time, not 2/3 of the time, okay? 2 out of 3 times we see deer. So look, do the positive spin on that. The next 2 times we're here, we'll see deer. We're approaching the lake. Little side bit. When we was at the top looking at that property marker and I said TWA, it's hard for me to say Tennessee Water Authority when I'm used to the Trans World Airlines. Back during the 60s, whenever I was growing up. '50s, '60s. Pan Am was another big one back then. In a few weeks, that'll all be underwater. They'll be letting the lake level come up. In the rocks now. Taking your time. I'm going to go this way. The other way was a little damp. That's where the bike's been going. So I just stayed out of that trail, part of the trail. Here's a short off-trail manway. This is one of the few I like doing here. Let's see, let's go down here. My feet would be wet right now. Beautiful lake. Beautiful sky. Hardly a cloud in it. There's just enough mist in the... Ooh, almost ran myself straight into a stick. Tree branch. There's just enough in the mist in the air that the sunlight is not blasting. This is part of the reason why I don't have a mountain bike. 73-year-old man doesn't need a mountain bike to ride through this stuff. You could ride a mountain bike down to the Dollar General 3/4 of a mile away and back. It'd be okie doke, but no. And I'm thinking yeah, I'm trying to get this to focus a bit. The guy on the bike may not have went this way. He may have went back up Farm Road. I don't know. We're on the rocky side of everything. Had my zoom set wrong, sorry. Sound like seagulls. More than geese or ducks. There's some herons out there, there's some ducks, there's some geese out there. No. We'll be coming up on the Trout Lily Bridge relatively quickly. Yep, we were up there not that long ago. Yeah, the bike, there's nothing no fresh bike tracks here. I think the guy went the other way. We're just about 100 yards, maybe 120 yards from the bridge. At one time, this bike trail went right down through there, and they changed it to up here. Well, there's a trillium there, so it's up. So I'm expecting to see trilliums up here in just a few short more steps. A lot of trout lilies up. They're not blooming yet. That's all trout lily. Beautiful rocks. Beautiful rocks. Now we are just about to the bridge. About 70 feet. Trilliums are up. That's good. Trout lilies are blanketing the area. No blooms. Yep, there's the bridge. Maybe 100 foot. Trout lilies. All the way up to the main wall. I'm going back. Well, let's see it. There it is. If you unfold the leaves, they're identical. That's a twin leaf. It's about to burst forth with a nice bloom. Let's see what else is going on. Looking for trout lilies. It's all trout lilies here. There may be some trilliums in it, but most of that's trout lilies. That's how come I call it the Trout Lily Bridge. You go to the bridge, trout lilies. Okay. I'm watching in it. Okay. Trout lily blooms. There's the bridge. Yeah, see, that whole area is full of trout lilies. This whole side. About 100 foot of them. Very nice. And the occasional trillium right now. They're in here also. This whole area is covered in trout lilies. It's a good thing. Twin leaves, Dutchman breeches, trilliums, twin leaves. I've said any of those more than one time right there. Well, that's the way life is. And it's almost like the trout lilies get shut off right there. That's where they start.